All right, we're going to get started on the next set of notes. How can rational numbers be added? Our learning goal for today is to add integers with same signs and different signs. What we discussed on last set of notes was when a number and its opposite are added, the sum is always 0. So remember, if I owed you 6, I gave you back your 6, I now owe you nothing. This is called the additive inverse. The same steps will apply when you're adding various types of rational numbers. Rational numbers are fractions, decimals, and integers. So the rule we use, it's on the wall, so if everyone looks to the right, you'll see the big alligator poster. There's actually a song that tells us how to add and subtract. We're only working on adding today. So if you look at that poster, it says same signs, add, and keep. So that's what we are working on right now. And then oh no, that is the whole poster. Hello. So it's same signs, add and keep, different signs, subtract. Keep the sign of the higher number, then you'll be exact. So I'm highlighting, if the signs are the same, you will add and keep the same sign. You were also given this by me last week. So if you see addition, it says, are the signs the same? If they are, you add and keep the sign. If they're different, you subtract. This was peach, so this should be at the front of your binder right now. But we're going to write this also in the notes right here. So let me zoom back in. So if the signs are the same, we add. So that's what we ask ourselves. So is this a positive 7? This is a positive 6. That means they are the same. It's also just a regular addition problem. 7 plus 6 is 13. So 8 is negative and a negative 11. So the signs are the same. So when they're the same, we keep it the same and just add. So 8 plus 11 is 19. So our answer is negative 19. So we keep the sign and then just simply add 11 plus 8. So again, negative and a negative, so same signs, add. 6 plus 3 is 9, and keep. Same signs, add, and keep. So 14 plus 5 gives me 19, and then keep the sign. Regular addition, they're both positive, so 3 plus 12 is simply 15. So same signs, add, and keep. If the signs are different, you will subtract, and then you will keep the sign of the greater absolute value. So whatever the greater number is, greater value. It's super important. So if signs are different, you subtract, and then you take the sign of the greater absolute value. So let's look at what we've got going on. I'm going to zoom in again. Different signs, right? -2 and 10. So I go to the side and I do 10 minus 2, which is 8. The 10 has the higher value, and it was positive. So this would be a positive 8. Different signs, so I subtract. 17 minus 8 is 9. 17 is the higher value, and it has a negative sign. So this will be a -9. Different signs, positive, negative. So 9 minus 7 is 2. 9 is higher, and it was a positive. So this will be positive 2. Different signs, so subtract. 11 minus 3 gives me 8. 11 is the higher absolute value, and it has a negative, so it will be a -8. Different signs, so 15 minus 9 leaves me with 6. 15 is the higher, and it's got a negative. So my answer would be -6. So, just like it said up top, we follow the same steps, whether it's fractions, decimals, or integers. So let's look at the next box. It says we are going to be adding decimals this time. If the signs are the same, we still will add and keep. So we're doing the same exact thing. Signs, same, add, keep. So this is, again, simple addition. They're both positive. So 6.3 over 4.5. Don't forget to line up your decimals. Line up your decimals. So 3 plus 5 is 8. Drop down your decimal. 6 plus 4 is 10. Same signs, so we're going to add and keep. So 1.8 plus 1.6. 8 plus 6 is 14. Carry the 1. Drop your decimal. 1, 2, 3. It was both negative, so it's going to remain negative. So we keep that negative sign. So your answer is -3.4. Same signs, add and keep. So 6.5 plus 3.7. 7 and 5 gives me 12. Carry the 1. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Don't forget to drop your decimal point, and then you keep the negative. So this is -10.2. I'm going to skip to here. If the signs are different, just like above, you will subtract. So in the first one, they are different. So I'm going, okay, there we go. 7 minus 5 is 2. Drop my point. 10 minus 2 is 8. 10 was the higher absolute, and it had a positive sign with it. This will be +8.2. Go to the next one, different signs. So subtract. 6 minus 2 is 4, decimal. 17 minus 8 is 9. This one has the higher absolute, so it makes it negative. Different signs, so we subtract. Can't do 0 minus 4, so I need to borrow. So 10 minus 4 is 6, decimal point. 8 minus 7 is 1. 9 is higher. 9 was positive, so it's a positive 1.6. Let's go ahead and look at the right side. Okay, so now it's wanting us to show how we could use a number line to add integers. So for the first one, let's just solve all of them. 7 plus 3 is 10. Negative 2 plus negative 3, same signs. We would add and keep. Different signs, we would subtract and keep the sign of the higher. Subtract, keep the sign of the higher, which would be positive. So let's show this on the number line. So on my, clicking on the wrong thing here, there we go. So on the first number line here, I'm going to start with 0 and then go all the way to 10. So how this works on the number line is when I have 7, it shows that I would be going to the 7 to show from 0 to 7. And then I would have to jump up 3 more units from where I left off. So 1, 2, 3. So I end up at 10. I need a different color because this green is not working. So let's do the next one. We need to have negatives this time, right? Negative 2, negative 3. So let's put, let's go negative 5, negative 4, negative 3, negative 2, negative 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. First one shows we need to go from 0 to negative 2. So 0 to negative 2. And then the next piece shows from here I have to still move down 3 more units. So 1, 2, 3. So I end up at negative 5, which was our answer. Let's look at the next one. The 5. Oh, hold on, we need a number, our number line. So again, let's start with negative 5, just like we did on the last one. I totally drew that really weird. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. Sorry. Okay, so we have to go from 0 to 5. So 0 to 5. So I went from 0 to 5 to show I'm going up 5 units. But then it says I have to go down 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I land on negative 2, which is what our answer was if we did the arithmetic. Okay. So let's do the next one. So let's do the same number line. First one says I need to go down to negative 3. And then it tells me I need to go up 6 units. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I end up on positive 3. I lost it again. Man, he just doesn't go away. All right, so let's look at the next one. I'm going to start with -9, -8, -7, -6, -5, -4, -3, -2, -1, 0, and 1. It says we are starting at -9, so from 0 down to -9, and then up 5 units. So up from -9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I have now landed on -4. The next one, let's do 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Tells me to go up to 12. So if I had 0, it would be all the way up this way. From the 12, it wants us to go back 7 units. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So my answer for 12 plus -7 is 5. I think we get the idea on this, so I'm going to jump to number 9 and 10 here at the bottom. So now it's given you the number line. We have to write the equation, or the expression is what this should say. Okay, so let's take a look. Remember, we start from 0. So if I start from 0, it goes up to 3. So put a 3. From the 3, it's going back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this line up top represents 7, and since it's going to the left, it represents a -7. So we're going to put a -7. Our solution is where this orange boop, boop, boop line ended up, which was -4. Let's go to the next one. Remember, we start at 0. So where it hits 0, the line goes to the left 2. So since it starts at -2, we write -2. Since it's continuing down 2 more units, I'm going to write -2 again. And then it lands at -4. So these ones actually ended up equaling the same thing, just coincidence. What we're looking for is that you can see these arrows and come up with this piece. Okay? So let's go ahead and flip it because we are done with the notes. You will be working on this homework. It is due tomorrow. One thing I need you to do, I forgot to renumber these before I copied it. So you can see it goes 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Make this one 13, 14, and then 15. So you have 15 total. You will be grading it tomorrow with Miss Youssef. Have a good night.